Hi everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the Braided Chronicles part 3. This is actually part 3. I messed up in the last video, sorry about that. But this is actually part 3. I got all dolled up because I'm nervous and I needed like a boost. I got the dramatic lashes on, you know, because I'm about to be dramatic. That's just in me. So we already went over Mr. Puppy Love. So now let's talk about Mr. Convenience. And I think this took me a while to talk about this one because it's sticky. It's so sticky in there. Like, I don't know. I just don't want to say the wrong thing about anybody because, like I said in my previous video, I don't want anyone to say anything negative or about me or anything, but I'm just speaking from my experiences. I know they have experiences with my cuckoo for Cocoa Puff cells, so I mean, let's just go ahead and jump into it. So Mr. Convenience was the second guy that I ever been with. I met him when I was 18 years old, and I met him at my very first job. We worked together. Mistake number 1. I could go ahead and give y'all the moral of the story right now, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait till the end. Wait till the end. So I met him at work. I was actually suspended from work for a week. That's a story for another time. Woo! Okay. I was actually suspended from work for a week. And when I got back, he was already there. So, and I remember, like, one of the girls that I used to work with, she came up to my house on 4th of July. And she was like, she was like, oh, yeah, we got a new guy, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, okay, is he cute? Like, that was my first question, so I should have known right then, you know. But anyway, so we started talking. He actually gave me his number first. Kind of find out he was, yeah, you know what? Let's just stay on track, Gabby. Let's stay on track. So he gave me his number, and we started talking. Our very first date, he took me out for my 19th birthday. We went to Applebee's. We watched a movie. The very first movie out on our first day, we watched Losers. I still like that movie to this day. We went to Applebee's to get something to eat. And then he went to Walmart to buy me a gift. You know what? I don't care. I accepted it because I really loved the gift. It was a bear, a card, and the new Monica CD at the time that came out. So, and I just got rid of that CD like maybe a couple months ago. But anyway, so that was our first date. Everything was going good. You know, we were working together, seeing each other at work, after work. You know, we was getting it in. And, okay, so why I call him Mr. Convenience is because as the relationship progressed, I feel as though that I was just a convenience for him. I feel as though that I was a convenient ride for him because I had a car, and at some points he did not have a car, but some points he did. But when he did not have a car, I was always there to do whatever he wanted to do or whatever we wanted to do. And please excuse my fan in the background, but y'all know I cannot live without my fan. I call myself turning up my air to try to save, you know, on my light bill, but I'm burning up. So yeah, but anyway, so my fan is on, so please excuse that. But dang, I shouldn't have started talking about that. Oh my god, what was I saying? Oh, I feel as though that I was a convenient ride, ATM machine, and a booty call. Like, I felt as though that's all that he wanted from me because that's all that I was. You see what I'm saying? Like, we were never boyfriend and girlfriend. He always told me he didn't want a girlfriend. But we'll get into that later on when I talk about the biggest lie this dude ever told me. So, like I said, everything was going good. And then some shady stuff around the job. I started hearing a little she say, he say around the job. So I'm just like, okay, let me confront him about this. Like, he was messing with this other girl on the job. So I went to him. I remember the day, like, I had just got off and he had just came in. I'm like, are you X, Y, and Z with her or whatever? He, no. Guys. No, he was fine. Ooh! Anyway, so long story short about that, I had a dream. Till this day, he think that someone out of that workplace told me. No, I had a dream the night before and I woke up crying. That's how, like, bad the dream was for me. I had a dream that he was messing around with someone in the workplace, but it actually wasn't the person that he was actually messing around with. It was somebody else, but still, he was messing around with this person, and I just remember seeing them pulling up in the car, and they coming inside. I was like, what's going on? What's going on? And he finally told me, like, yeah, we X, Y, and Z, and I just started crying, and I woke up crying. So when I finally hit him up that day, and mind you now, I was just 19 at this time. Like, so this happened real quick because he took me out for my 19th birthday. So it started going left real quick. And it was a lot of red flags that I've seen throughout, but I didn't pay attention to. I was only 18 at the time when I met him, and he was 23. So he was an older guy. He was older than me. So I was just like, okay, cool. I let a lot of things go because I was not his girlfriend. It was not serious at first. Not even, I mean, I was serious about him from day one, like since we started having sex, but I understood that I'm younger, he's older, and we're not in a relationship. I understood that at that time. So I didn't pay attention to the red flags. Like a lot of us, we just overlook a lot of things and just keep it pushing. So my 19th birthday, we went out. Then later on, I was still night throughout the year. I found out he was messing around. And after I woke up from that dream, I was texting him the whole morning. I'm like, okay, are you messing around with her? X, Y, and Z. Tell me the truth. Blah, 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 blah. He was saying no, 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 no. And finally came out and said, yeah, I did it. Like, you're not my girlfriend, so why are you worried about it? When I tell y'all that shit crushed me, that changed my whole outlook on men, period. That hurt me in a way where I was depressed for at least like a month. I think that's like my first time ever dealing with depression. I was so hurt, so depressed. I couldn't keep anything down. I couldn't, and when I did eat, I would just throw it back up. I had like food like from different fast food places just stocked up in my parents' refrigerator because I couldn't eat anything. And every morning, even if I had something to eat or not, I would vomit every morning to a point it got so bad that I was throwing up for like 2 weeks straight in the mornings. My mom made me take a pregnancy test. Like, I'm not pregnant, I'm stressed, I'm hurt, I'm humiliated. And I remember when he told me I was working at the salon at the time. That's a story for another time. And he, when he broke it to me, I just remember just going in the bathroom and just breaking down. I was so hurt. So hurt. And there's a lot of things that I can say about this situation, but I'm not going to go deep into it because I don't want this video to be too long. But me and him having so many years on and off, it's a lot to say, and I don't want to make him seem like a bad person. I don't want to make myself seem like a bad person. Y'all know what I mean. But anyway, moving on. I don't want to make this too long, but like I said, it's so much more to the story, so much to our history, the good, bad, and the ugly. But I'm just going to pick certain ones out of that 5.5 years because it was so crazy. So after like a couple months after, you know, my little heart was broke, and that is where Love It or Leave It came from. Because I was remembering, like, I was so tired of being depressed and so tired of being hurt. I wanted to feel some other type of pain. So I got my lip pierced and I got my tattoo in the same day. So Love It or Leave It is a motto that I go by. Like I said, that whole situation really changed my outlook on a lot. So love it or leave it. That's the more of the story. Because I just wanted, it's just not about relationships. I just want, if you're, love me or leave me. Get on if you're not going to love me. So after that, after a couple months, of course, I took him back. Like I said, this was 5.5 years. It's a long time. So I took him back. And things were good for a while. It really was. But you know, like I said, we had our on and off situations. And I can go so much deeper in the off and on situations. But out of that, I'm going to pick out my favorite, most memorable date with him. Well, actually, it was two of them. One of them, we were hungry one night and we just wanted to go out and get something to eat. We actually drove all the way down to Red Lobster, but it was packed out. And come to find out, oh, we forgot it was prom season, so everything was packed. And all we did that night was rode around Charleston, talk, laugh, we had a couple drinks, sorry, and we just enjoyed each other's company. And we just ended up at Zaxby's, a simple place, And I just remember that being one of the best times. We just chilled and relaxed and was no arguing, no picking on my side. You see what I'm saying? Because I do like to pick. I can't lie to you. I do like to pick. I love a good argument from time to time. Let me know you're in there with me. Argue with me. So that was one of my favorite dates. And then our second favorite date, we had tickets to the aquarium, and we went to the aquarium and we went to get something to eat, and we stayed the night together, and it was no arguing. It was none of that. It was a really good night, a good day. It was a good day. I'm sorry. Moving on. So let's go to the biggest lie he has ever told me. The biggest lie he's ever told me was I don't want a girlfriend because it's overrated. And if I do get a girlfriend, it would be you. You know I'm looking at you right now. Because if you ever see this, I'm looking at you. He was like, if I do decide to get a girlfriend, it would be you because I already know you. I already know how we are. So why would I waste my time getting to know someone else? Lies. All motherfucking lies. Lies. Anyway, the moral of the story is, y'all, there's so much more I want to say, but I don't want to take up y'all time. It's so much more. Like, this relationship should be a series by itself. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I said, 5 years. It's a long time. That was a long time of my young adulthood that I spent with this one person. And mind you, now while we were off, he was on with other people, but I was still off. I mean, I did talk to other people here and there, but I never had sex with anybody else. Nothing like that. When I was with him, whether we were on or off, that was it for me. And I thought he would have seen that. I thought he would have seen, okay, this girl is down for me for whatever. You know, she helps me out. She cares about me. She loves me. Yes, she is a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but she's been here for me like 110%. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. No, I'm not. Because like I said, I like to pick. I like to argue. I like to, you know, just be me, you know. But I guess it just was not, it just wasn't good. And that's another thing. I always felt as though, and for a long time after that, I always felt as though that I was not good enough. This wasn't good enough. That shit hurt me. And like why I told y'all what the biggest lie he told me is because when he left me, he ran off with another chick and he's engaged to be married. So it's like, okay, so you did want a girlfriend, you just didn't want me. So that shit hurt me so bad. But it came a point in my life where I had to forgive someone that wasn't sorry. I had to forgive someone that I wasn't talking to anymore, that I didn't have any communications with. Like, that's strength. Like, that is strength all by itself. You forgiving someone that does not give two shits about you. And I felt that for a long time, that he just did not care. He just left me. Just left. I mean, he told me he was leaving, but you got a whole woman, like. Anyway, not getting to all of that, but that really did hurt my feelings. He knows that because we've had conversations and he knows how I feel. He knows that I'm making this video as well. But, I mean, hey, it's my truth. It's how I felt, how he made me feel. But we're still cool today. Just like how me and Mr. Puppy Love is cool. We're cool. I was able to let all that stuff go and understand that people make mistakes. And either I'm going to be bitter over it and carry this with me to my grave, or I'm just going to let go. And when I finally let go, when all of those feelings finally went away, I was cool. Hey, how you doing? How's life? Let's catch up. But, you know, it won't be anything more than that. Because like I said, I was always just a friend in the past. So, we can be cool. You see what I'm saying? So, the moral of the story is do not ignore the red flags. It's hard. As women, it is so hard to ignore the red flags, but to, not pay attention to the red flags and everything, and leave at the time we see that first flag go up. But pay attention to it. And if you don't leave at that time, always have that in the back of your head. Don't get too much involved. Make sure you got that separation with your feelings, with you and that person, because you can end up getting hurt. Me and him finally stopped talking when I was 23. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23. And we just had this big, nasty, ugly argument. And I knew it was the end. I knew that we could never come back from that we could never have what we had. And then it was just, because I'm pretty sure at that point he was already connected to someone else anyway, so he really didn't give a how I felt or about me at all. So he was just like, whatever. And like I said, I was hurt for a long time after that, but I just had to forgive him, even though that we weren't talking, even though I did not get that sorry when I wanted the sorry, when I wanted the apology. I didn't get it, but I did eventually get that apology that led us to be cool, to be cordial, to be able to get on the phone or whatever and just laugh and just let all that go. And that's another thing. Like, once you get hurt, be in your feelings. You're allowed to be in your feelings, okay? Forever long it takes you, be in your feelings, get all of that stuff out. But in the end, you need to forgive. No one's telling you to forget, because I don't forget. But just forgive that person. Even if they're sorry or not, they've moved on or not, forgive them and move on with your life, because that's not doing nothing but holding you back. So you have to forgive those people. So I think that's all. I gave y'all, instead of a funny story, I gave y'all the 2 favorite dates and all that stuff. If I forget anything, I'll leave it in this description bar. This video is almost 20 minutes. Good Lord, like I said, it's a lot to say. But I don't see him as a bad person. We're still cool. He better not see me as a bad person, because, okay. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this chit chat. I really hope I didn't leave anything out. I feel as though that I am. But anyway, if I left anything out, I'll leave it like popping up all throughout here, or I'll leave it in the description bar. And remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, love it or leave it. Bye.